Hello, I would like to make another video on Kenny Veach and the M Cave, this time focusing on the contradictions that Kenny makes in his video. To begin with, Kenny Veach is a man who went missing in November 2014, supposedly looking for a mysterious cave that he found earlier. Here is his comment where he describes the cave for the first time. Now, keep in mind this comment is no longer available, it has been removed from YouTube. It was on a video about the son of an Area 51 technician. Anyway, Kenny says, I'm a long distance hiker. One time during one of my hikes out by Nellis Air Force Base, I found a hidden cave. The entrance to the cave was shaped like a perfect capital M. He says he always enters every cave he finds. In a follow-up comment, which I have here, he says, I have been in more caves than I can count, than that he plays with rattlesnakes for fun, but this one particular cave was beyond anything I had ever encountered. Someday I will go back and bring a weapon with me. Okay, now I've made some timestamps on his video, so at 2:15 he describes the MK for the first time.
So hopefully I'll find it. It's shaped like a big M. It's a big cave that looks just like a gigantic M, and it's about as tall as I am and kind of narrow, and it's stuck on the side of a mountain.
So it's a gigantic M shaped, stuck on the side of the mountain. So as tall as he is. Kenny was 5'8". So is this gigantic? I'm 6'2", so if the cave was about as tall as he is, even at 6 feet, I would have to bow down to enter it. That's not a gigantic cave. This is a giant cave. This is in my country, so this is inside of the cave, and there are people down here for scale, so you can perhaps appreciate the magnitude of this place. And here's another photo deeper inside it. I could walk straight in this tunnel without a problem, so this is more than 6'2". This is a giant cave. A 5'8", 6 feet cave isn't giant. That's the first contradiction. So the next one, 5'20", lots of little caves. The first M-shaped cave.
Caves, but they're not the kind of cave I'm
So this looks like a capital M to me.
looking for. The kind of cave I'm looking for is deep, and it's dark, and it's shaped like it's shaped just like the letter M.
So remember when he said he always enters every cave he finds? He didn't enter any of these two.
So lots of little caves and stuff along here, and it's about level with the ground, like in an area like this. So I really got.
So it's about level with the ground, like in an area like this. At the start of the video he says it's on the side of the mountain. Now these two aren't mutually exclusive, but I wonder which of the two is it? Is it on the ground or higher up on the side of the mountain?
I gotta keep my eyes peeled because I don't want to pass it. You know? And then there's caves like that. Looks like. I'm not going up there.
So this cave startled him, and in my opinion it looks like a sideways capital M, and it's up on the side of the mountain, and it is, in comparison to these two, bigger. Was this the M cave? Again, another contradiction. He did say he always enters every cave he finds, but he didn't enter the previous two, and he doesn't enter this one. Let's see what else. This part, that's where I find my skulls. It's for another video. So 1736.
The desert. And I have not seen the funny looking little cave. But I did see a rock cairn, so somebody has been down here.
He did not see the funny looking little cave. Was it giant, deep, and dark, or funny and little. And also, he did see a rock cairn, so somebody else has been down here. Now that's pretty sketchy considering where he's currently hiking, which is in Picture Canyon, a difficult place to get to, where if you get stranded out there or injured, you're pretty much screwed unless you have a beacon of some sort to get a helicopter rescue, or I don't know, somebody else to come here and pick you up. I mean, this is a very remote place. Let's see if I can open Google, not Chrome, Google Earth, to show you where it is. I should have opened it earlier, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can see a couple of pins here, but they're for different research that I've done. So just to give you an example of where he is, he was in this area. So somebody else has been there, somebody else has been there and made a rock cairn. That's pretty strange, to be honest. Anyway, back to the MK video. And at 1930 he says, I did not find the cave, and he remembers it was being fairly easy.
Cool. Well, I did not find the cave. That is so weird. I mean, I thought for sure I was just gonna be able to find it. I remember it being fairly easy. Who knows?
So he remembers it being fairly easy. But he also originally said that it was hidden. So how easy is it to find a hidden cave? I don't know. Now, here's my thoughts on why Kenny Veach contradicted himself so many times. I think he did find a cave, a strange cave that made him feel as if though he was vibrating, but I think he is probably mistaken about the place. In my opinion, maybe it wasn't Picture Canyon, maybe it was some other place adjacent to it, because he says that he's a long distance hiker, and you know, maybe after years of doing this, all the hikes and journeys and expeditions he's made got meshed up together in his memory as one big giant hike, and perhaps he meant maybe this path here, or I don't know, maybe someplace else, maybe even in John May Canyon, or since he says out by Nellis Air Force Base, maybe he was mistaken and it was Frenchman Mountains. As you can see, I've made a pin here and I've talked about this in a previous video. So that's what I think. But anyway, I wanted to give a shout out to Warlike Wrath, who has made countless videos on Kenny Veach and the M Cave. Well, 399 to be precise, but still, if you want to learn more about Kenny Veach and the M Cave in depth, I suggest you go to his channel, click on playlist here, and start watching the M Cave videos. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Jeff Claw, who has also made a lot of videos on Kenny Veach and the M Cave, Picture Canyon, the mineshaft in 2017, which shows a picture of a crystal skull. Now this is the very same mineshaft that Kenny Veach started his video at, and in 2017 Jeff Claw unknowingly took a photo of a crystal skull out there, but I will be discussing this perhaps in a future video if I get the time. And finally, I also want to give a shout out to SB Vegas Adventures, who has lots of boots on ground footage in Picture Canyon and generally in the area, looking for Kenny Veach and clues to where he might have possibly gone to, any remains, etc. So I apologize if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. I'm not a native English speaker, so please feel free to correct me in the comments. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.